Welcome to the lovely Tijuana, Mexico, the destination for delicious street food, bullfights, and crossing the American border. In fact, an average 1 million Mexicans try to cross the border each year. The reason to go to USA? Since 40% of Mexicans are unemployed, they find that they can find better work in the US. But finding work is not all that easy. These guys will tell you exactly why.
Sí, porque la familia ya necesita algo para comprar la comida. Sí, llegar sin comer, no tener dinero, el que tiene van subiendo, pero así como yo que no tengo para abajo.
Fuertes, donde los débiles no sobreviven.
Como animales, como perros.
Pues sí, es lo que puedo ayudar a nosotros. Así como ahora, pues, ¿para qué decirlo? Voy a esperar.
The unemployment rate in the USA is only 5.9%, which means that they're open to more jobs there. Others go for the healthcare, where there are only 400 people per doctor in the US, which is totally different from Mexico's rate of 1,800 people per doctor. Mexicans are expected to live for only 72 years, whereas Americans are expected to live for 76 years. Another reason to move is for better education. USA has an almost perfect literacy rate where 99% of people can read and write. That's 12% more than Mexico, which is only 87%. Although for this risk-taking journey, not all Mexicans make it back. In 1995, 800,000 were caught and deported back to Mexico. Most of these people are men, and when they send money, remittances, to their wives and children, that'll leave Mexico with a small and unbalanced population if all the men are gone. Crossing the border isn't all that easy. You could get robbed by gangs or even caught by the border patrol. If you look at the health perspectives, you could fall ill or die on the way there. Some people go on their own, whereas others are smuggled in a group of people by smugglers. Way back when, illegally crossing the border was actually encouraged, and the government would set up training camps. Where would the Mexicans end up? Well, most of them end up in Los Angeles in the US. So what's in it for Americans? Well, Americans have more people to do cheap jobs, so the Mexicans will basically do more work but be paid less. Also, there will be more diversity going on. Although USA might get overpopulated and the unemployment rate might just increase. On the other hand, Mexico's unemployment rate will go down, and so their population. But the bad side from people moving from Mexico? Well, if everyone moves, that'll leave you with a lesser population. It'll also leave you with an unbalanced population because it's mostly men that are leaving Mexico. It's not like America's really encouraging this. I mean, they wouldn't. They're building higher walls and they don't have any tolerance with it. Although some Mexicans don't come to USA for a job or healthcare or even education. They come to sell drugs and other bad substances, which is obviously pretty illegal. So they can't trust anyone and everyone. Illicit drug sales range from 13.6 billion to 49.4 billion, and that's just in 1 year. 90% of the cocaine entering the United States was from Mexicans smuggling it over the border. Well, that's pretty much the reason why Mexicans illegally cross the border to the US. This is the American dream, soon to be reality for some Mexicans crossing that line.